Yes, I'm back. This is Ray from Race United. Listen, sorry about that because, when you change things, that's what you get. You always get something happening. My network was really messing up, and I thought, you know what? Let me just get it over with, do away with that and then get something much, much better. So it looks like this is good. Tell me if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just tell me, yeah, Ray, I can hear you. And sorry about that. Smash the like button. I've been able to come back, meaning I'm dedicated to you. I could have said, you know what, to hell with this. I'm just tired. I'm not doing it. But, this is good. So smash that like button. Today, we need to get to 120 likes, guys. 120 likes. Somebody is going to win 2 pi today. Somebody's going to win 2 pi today. So let's get to 120 likes. Hey, without further ado, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Tell everybody we're back. We're back. Nothing stops me. Nothing stops me. You can see I've got some red lights here. You can see red. Yeah. So today it's all about red on the side. I can put blue when I'm recording or doing something. I can put yellow. Listen, the studio has changed. Everything is changed. I'm happy. All because of you lot. You know what I'm saying? If you look at where we started from and where Ray United is right now and where we're going to, listen, it's looking great. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. Let's get to 120 likes. Today, I'm going to make sure we get to 120 likes. So I'm going to do that job because it looks like you're not listening to my moderator. So we are going to get to 120 likes today. We're going to get to 120 likes today. So let's do this. Anyway, I'll give you shout outs. And then when I give you shout outs, we'll be speaking about so many important things. Trust me, so many important things. Let me just go straight to the channel, click on it, and then get it off and running. So we got 23 likes. Let's smash it. Let's keep going. Let's not stop. Tell me you love the background, guys. Tell me you love the background. Everything's changed. Listen, everything is changed. Everything is changed on Raise United. I'm so excited. And all thanks to you lot. So let's do this. You can see at the background, I've got my Raise United right here. Do you know what I mean? Raise United. Now, there's a competition going. If you're able to design a background which appears behind me, you will get 1 pi for your work. Now, 1 pi is a lot. You know what I mean? If you believe in pi, you know 1 pi is a lot. So that competition is ongoing, and we're going to make sure somebody wins that. If it appears, however many times it appears, you will get 1 pi. If it's the best, then every time it appears at the background, you get 1 pi for its appearance. So I'm paying you for you designing the background, which has to be relative to Raise United, and maybe sometimes you can put Pi Network there, but it's all about Raise United. We have to put a background there. That's very important. So listen, I'm really happy today, and I've been able to come on here even though my network was messing up. So let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to give you a shout out. Today we're going to talk about a lot of things. I wrote it somewhere. Let me see if it's here. Yep, it's here. So we're going to talk about the news of the week. Of course, the news of the week, very, very important. And then when we talk about it, we will also talk about the importance of utility building for Pi KYC. For Pi utility, Pi ecosystem. And then we'll also obviously delve into KYC for all in full tilt, potential price of Pi, which will be the fun part. Trust me, will be the fun part. And then I'll give some shout outs to some of the moderators who've been working so hard behind the scenes that you lot don't even have any idea. Rough. I know we've lost a few people because we were getting a lot of people watching. And then unfortunately, I told you my network was messing about. Some of the settings weren't great. So I thought, you know what? It's got to go. I mean, I can't lose 6 minutes or 7 minutes of the start of my show. I can't lose that. Once I lose that, I've got to start everything. So obviously, when you've mastered what you're doing, you know what you're doing. So let's do this. All right. I'm gonna and of course now one thing I'm gonna restrict. This is very important before I start. No private chats here, guys. No private chats here. You need to stay within topic. This is so important because I get irritated when I look in the comments and I'm seeing just normal chats, conversation as if you're chatting on WhatsApp or Telegram or something. No. Here, it's all about business. Let's get the business done. If you want to have conversations, go to the Telegram groups and have the conversations there. You have unlimited conversations. Here, I don't want to be distracted by any conversation because sometimes I want to read through the comments and I see a lot of, hi, how are you doing? I love you, this, that. No, please. We should not be doing that here. You know what I mean? Sorry about that, but this is my platform, and the rules have to be followed. If I see that you're spamming it with, how are you doing? Hi, oh, I love this. I'm doing 2,000 validations per day and all of that nonsense. You're gone for 6 minutes, 5 minutes. Sorry, there have to be rules, and we all have to follow the rules. Otherwise, there'll be chaos and anarchy. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. I needed to say this, get it out of the way. So those are the rules. You follow them. You enjoy the channel, because this is one of the best channels that deliver pie content to you. You know what I mean? And I want to maintain, a very nice environment, everybody being happy, everybody loving it, and not coming here and just having to watch people chatting amongst themselves. Do you know what I mean? And no disrespect to anybody. Remember that. I respect all of you. But as much as I respect all of you, I need you to respect me too. Do you know what I'm saying? To do that, you'll have to make sure your comments are relative to what we're talking about. Right now, I want to give shout outs. Let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out, just like I would expect you to also give me a shout out for being here. Simple as that. Anyway, Gabriel is here. Gabriel, my guy. Listen, you're always great. TM, yeah, whatever happened is being sorted. Mohammed is here, my guy as well. Saying hello, Ray. I hope you're doing great. Please make sure you smash that like button, folks, and join the Telegram groups. Yes, join the Telegram groups. Evelyn, hello all. Isha from Nepal. Lizzie, hi, Ray, and everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, it's fixed. Ops, it's fixed. Lizzie B, yes. Okay. Yes, it's fixed. I can hear you, Ray. Yes, okay. Everybody's saying they can hear me. Love your background. The background is awesome. Thank you so much, Ray. We're united. Thank you. Evelyn says, I love your screen. Thank you. We need 96 more likes. Let's see how many likes we've got so far. 32. That's not great. I need somebody to win 2 pie today. Somebody's got to win 2 pie today. And to do that, you guys need to make sure you smash that like button and get all the family members to smash the like button. Let me see the background. Awesome, Boss Ray. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yep, 40 watching, 37 at the moment, but the number will increase definitely. Yes, Evelyn says she loves the background. All right, thank you. Pi is solidly rising rate, no doubt. Ghana the whole is Pi network. Please smash the like button from Evelyn and join the yep, great. Anyway, so since I know where you're all watching from, that is great. Let's see. So 37 people watching. Smash that like button and let's continue. Now I'm going to talk about the first subject, which is the news of the week. So the news of the week, you all know that initially what did I do? Let me remove the chat from there. So initially, what did I do? Yes. So what I did this week, I think it was on Wednesday or Friday, one of them, I can't remember, to be honest. I gave you some news, which was so important. You know what I mean? I told you what my source and I were talking about, and we obviously thrashed some things with regards to Pi Network and certain things to do with Open Mainnet. So if you haven't yet watched it, please go watch that video. But the one thing you need to know is this week, somewhat, most of you may have been looking at Pi Network and saying, oh, there isn't any news forthcoming. Listen, if there isn't anything major from the core team, they will not put it on our home screens, on the app's home screen. They will never do it. So you need to know that the core team would always put something there for you if they deem that necessary. So one thing that I'll always tell you is please make sure you look for a proper source, not the ones that are clickbaiting you. It's so important. And that's why I don't clickbait. I always make sure whatever the caption says, you are going to hear something out of it. And it's not just going to be a meme clickbaiting you, getting you to get to the channel. And then after that, be like, nope, you can't do anything. You're not going to be here. No. Sorry, you can't. You're here, but you're not actually getting the news that you were told you were going to get. That's just for views. I don't do that. It's not about views. It's all about the content, the subject. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So the news of the week, which obviously it makes part of some breaking news, is that in case you didn't watch last Friday, go watch. I can only tell you a little bit about it, maybe a spoiler. That listen, it's about Open Mainnet, and it tells you straight away when OP mainnet could happen. Obviously, I've got my own mind. I know I'm thinking when it could happen, but you could also tell me when you believe it could happen. Not now, of course, not now. We might do a poll or probably maybe someday. But today is all about the fact that there was some news, and that was on Friday, which I delivered to you. And to me, it was good news because it was a conversation. Any conversation I have with my my source, when it tends to be something that favors us, I would always tell you. Now, one thing you need to know that I wanted to actually tell all of you is that Pi Network is not like living in a country, per se, because if you're in a country, the news you get comes from different sources. Most of them are, legitimate. Most of them are, uh, 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 you know, sort of, they have credibility and all of that. But when you look at Pi Network, a lot of people are trying to prey on Pi Network just to make a little bucks for themselves, a few bucks for themselves. So you have to be careful where you sift your source from, because it's so important. If you just wake up and think you're just gonna get information, Pi Network, the information is not flowing. So you need a source, or you need sources, and that's where I come in. I've done my best to get my sources to ensure that you get proper news, guys. Proper news. Do you get what I'm saying? So I need you, and then that's the fact. I need you to be able to stay the course, because I would always have something for you. Remember that I will always have something for you. I know the Telegram group has been stale lately, and that is something that I'm going to discuss with my moderators. Not here. I'll discuss with my moderators as to what we should do from here on in. So that will be something we discuss, and we'll try to improve stuff on the Telegram groups, because it's gone stale lately, and I don't like it. I want it to be functional and progressive and mobile and dynamic, everything that moves, you know what I mean? So we'll do that. Put your comments in there. If you've got any questions with regards to Open Mainnet, now it's all about Open Mainnet, let me know, put it in the comments, and I'll be able to answer that. That is the subject we're talking about right now, about Open Mainnet right now as we speak. I'll move to the next subject. And of course, if you're new, you've just joined the channel, subscribe to the channel. I don't normally say that. Subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 50, 100,000 by the end of the year. If that is possible, it will all be thanks to you. Now, you don't just consume the information just yourself. Allow others to also consume it with you. So you tell them to join the channel. We have over 45 million pioneers, and I actually don't understand why they don't come here. I don't know. Maybe they're looking for something I'm not giving them. But if I were them, I would be here on Raise United. Honestly speaking, if I were them, I'll be here on Raise United. This is where you are going to get proper news. Some may not believe it. It's their prerogative, because they can't believe it that, Ray's getting all these. Why am I not getting it? Even some moderators on Pi Network don't believe it, because they're not getting any information. Why am I getting it? Well, first of all, they're not going to get it because they don't run a channel. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't run a channel. I do. And because I run a channel, I have all the capabilities of delivering something to you. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, the news is there, man. The news is there. I've got so much, and I can only deliver them as and when I can, and as and when I should, because at the end of the day, I can't deliver every news on each day. Do you know what I mean? Some of them have been gagged not to say, and some of them I could say, but limitedly, and some, limitless. I can just say as much as I want, as many times as I want. You know what I'm saying? So if you're part of the Raise United family, and as somebody would say, if you're a Rayoneer, then know that you're one of the lucky ones. Today, somebody's going to win 2 pi, 100%. Somebody's going to win 2 pi, and we will see who that person is, because I want to see, to win 2 pi, you need to be chatting in the group. Sorry, in the chats. Anyway, let's see. Shegon here saying, love you, Ray, for always promoting Pi Network blockchain. Pi is a big deal. Thank you so much. I've got Daniel here say, thank you very much, Mr. Ray, watching from Nigeria. My proper and only source is Ray, no other sources for Pi. All contents on YouTube are just clickbait apart from raising. I thank you so much, Mohammed. Really, really like that. That's why you are loyal to the channel. I know that. Stay on topic for your questions, please. Thank you, Elizabeth, for reminding them. What happened? Those accounts who don't have done KYC, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to digress. Hey, Ray, Hey, Mr. Ray, thanks for your updated info. You're welcome. Anyway, so that's good. Obviously, there's something called super chats as well. All these things you see are money, cash that I use to buy them. So your super chats is not something I use on myself. I've got money I can spend on food and clothing and stuff. I don't need this. But to improve this, the background you're seeing over there, to get stuff that you're seeing, lights, this, that, mic, it's all about money. So if you give your super chats, don't think you're giving it to Ray just like that. I improve and I always evolve as well. I don't believe in sitting on your laurels, because the moment you sit on your laurels, laziness is not a good thing. Check my WhatsApp status. You will know what I said. Mohammed, you know what I said on my WhatsApp status, isn't it? Laziness it's a disease, and you can't sit on your laurels. You know what I'm saying? Never ever sit on your laurels. It is a bad thing. It's infectious. It doesn't help. Do you know what I mean? Let me see. Actually, yeah. So yeah, satisfaction leads to laziness. Never ever be satisfied with anything, because satisfaction will always lead to laziness. I'm not satisfied with anything I do. That's why I move forward and forward and forward and never ever stay still. Anyway, let's continue. All right, this one is relevant. What is going to become of Pi mining immediately after the main net? Will mining continue or reduce? We will keep mining. You know, mining is like a gold mine. Do you know what I mean? It never stops. You need to keep mining and refining and mining and refining. That's what it is. It never stops. So it's not going to stop. And that's it. It's not going to stop. Remember, we've got 100 billion Pi to mine. Some of which will be burned. So we need to do that. We need to make sure we keep mining, and nothing is going to stop. And remember, we're still in mainnet, albeit enclosed network. Remember that. People don't realize that we're in mainnet. It's just the first phase of mainnet, which is the enclosed network, and so it's more like a test phase of mainnet. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Chris says Rays United is tantamount to the only source, the only real source for Pi Network news, and that's it. I mean, Chris knows that. Pi USA, of course, he knows that. Gabriel, all of them know that. So it's all good. Please get your people to come on. Tell them Ray's back, because the numbers are quite low at the moment. Let's get them to come on so we can get to 120 likes. We just have 46 likes so far. So we can't have 46 likes. We have to have 120, because I need someone to win 2 Pi today. I need someone to win 2 Pi today. I'm not going to stay here for too long. So I need someone to win 2 Pi. So if you want to get that 2 Pi, make sure you get people around. So obviously, whilst you're conversing here, you stand a greater chance of winning 2 Pi. Anyway, let's move on. So the next subject is the importance of utility building for the Pi ecosystem. Now, I can say from here on in, the Pi core team have prioritized utility building straight up. They have prioritized utility building, and they are not gonna relent. They're gonna keep going until they realize that our utilities have been built properly, and the ecosystem is strong enough to withstand all the forces that are going to be thrown at them. Now, you look at what's happening to U.S. banks, especially. Most of them are folding. They've had to have what's the name? Well, as and when I'm speaking, the government or the Federal Reserve in America is going to stimulate the economy with about $2 trillion. Now, where's that money coming from? Because they're doing that in order to increase interest rates, and inflation goes up, which means the cost of living go up, and then the dollar will be devalued. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what it is. If you cut money into your system, you need to devalue your currency. Now, in saying so, what we should know is that in order for Pi Network to stand out, we need to build that utility. Do you get what I'm saying? We need to build that utility. And to do that would mean that, making sure that we have a lot of utility platforms. Now, utility platforms meaning platforms where, buying and selling can take place, transactions can take place using Pi and so on. So If we don't have that, then unfortunately, Pi Network would have failed. But that will not be the case because Pi Network is not going to fail. It is going to thrive. It's going to be a survivor, and it's going to probably in the near future move the world's markets. Now, I'm so optimistic looking at what's happening behind the scenes. I'm so optimistic about Pi Network, and I hope you are too, because with the utility that is happening at the moment, obviously in the name of the Pi Hackathon, I would tell you straight away that listen, you have to get this done. You have to make sure you are part of it. You look at Raise United. I'm trying to ensure that people are able to use Pi eventually, of course, on the channel. So you'll be able to use Pi to buy merchandise. You'll be able to use Pi to pay for trying to brandish yourself using the channel, of course. And where best to brandish yourself than on a thriving up and coming YouTube channel like Raise United? Come on, it's one of the best. So if you look at even on the Brainstorm app, when you click on the Brainstorm tool, you will see, and obviously type in Raise United, you will see that the likes that I've got are a lot. Over 2,000 likes for the idea of the project. Do you know what I'm saying? Let alone the development of the project. So it looks like people are taking to it, and people are more interested in seeing something like that come to fruition. And I'm excited. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that have to be done. But for now, as it stands, it's looking good. It's looking good. Like I said, I still need a programmer. If I get a programmer, then everything will fall in place very, very, very quickly. And then there's one thing. I realized that lately, you lot have not been giving super chats. Now, this is so important to me. Let me tell you this. I am not asking super chats because I want it for myself. Listen, if that was the case, I can stop YouTube right now and I'll be fine. You know what I mean? I'll be fine. Because as it stands, I'm self-sufficient. Or I can stop doing Pi content and do something else and I'll still be fine. But you lot are not tending to give out the super chats, which are so important to the channel because the channel is growing. It's dependent on the super chats. Do you know what I mean? It's dependent on the super stickers. It's dependent on the memberships. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to beat about the bush. So before I move to the next subject, I need to say this. If you're not a member yet, try and become a member. That helps in whatever tier you want, beginner, middle, elite, investor. If you want to become any of that, you have a chance. If you want to send super chats right here on the live show, you can't do that. And if you never watch the live show and after the fact, you can do what we call super thanks. It's like a heart-shaped sign with a thanks in between or a dollar sign in between. You click on it and you give a super thanks after the show, or if it's a recorded one. Very, very important. I'm telling you the truth. The channel really needs your contribution. Do you get what I'm saying? Otherwise, I can't keep pumping my own money into it while I'm getting nothing from it. The channel's over 2 years old now. I've done over 360 videos. That's a lot. Some channels, I know they've grown very quickly. I'm talking about the very, very best channels. They have maybe 50 videos and they have about 5-10 million subscribers with 20 million views and all of that. But those are, different sort of genres, do you know what I mean? Or niches, or, stuff like that. But anyway, let's continue. A bit of a digression. So yeah, as I was saying, utilities are so important. You know what I mean? Utilities are probably one of the most important parts of Pi Network. So if we don't get it functional, we're going to be in trouble. Do you know what I mean? We're going to be in trouble. So we need to get it functional. So I just don't like the fact that people might say, yeah, but why is it that we don't have why are we not in open mainnet and all of that? We're not in open mainnet because we need to build our ecosystem. And to build our ecosystem, we have to make sure that we have the utilities off and running. And how do we get the utilities off and running? By making sure that we, through the testnet ecosystem or the testnet ecosystem, we explore. We go through it, look at how it could be during the open mainnet. You know what I'm saying? And this would be so great in the near future. I can tell you that for sure. Let me take a drink. Energy drink. In case you're wondering, it's an energy drink. You know what I mean? Nothing else. Yep. Anyway, so put your questions in there with regards to the utility and anything that you want to ask about that. You still have the opportunity. Let me read some comments. So, okay, thanks for replying me, Ray. I'm grateful. Let's keep mining, no doubt. Let's keep mining. Mohammed's saying that smash the like button if you want to have a chance to win 2 pie, guys and girls, and please join the Telegram group. And just like Alize is saying here, please stay on topic when you ask a question. When Ray changes the topic, ask that relevant question. So right now, you do have a chance to ask questions based on open mainnet and utility building. You have a chance to ask that before I move to the next one. And of course, Lizzie just set the ball rolling by saying, send a super chat challenge. I'll begin. Show Ray some love. Now, this is it. Ray has Lizzie has set up a challenge now. Super chat challenge. She's trying to make sure that people, know what this is all about. So thank you so much, Lizzie, for your 11. That is an odd number, definitely, literally an odd number. 11 Canadian dollars. But thank you so much, Lizzie, for that. So Lizzie set the ball rolling. Let's see how it goes. And today is the last Sunday of the month. The time has changed here in Europe. So right now it's 5:36. It's supposed to be 4:36, but it's 5:36. So yep, time has changed. So it means that we slept 1 hour less. Kind of irritating, but it is what it is. That's what it is, and you have to live by that. And yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, so thank you so much, Lizzie, for that. And Mohammed is competing now. He's putting a €5 super sticker. Let me see what the super sticker said, because I can't see it on StreamYard. The super sticker says, let's see. It says, keep it up. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm keeping it up. I'll keep going, my friend. I'll keep going. Anyway, so let's move to the next subject. So the next subject is KYC for all in full tilt. Now, before I start that, I want to tell you something. So mass KYC, I remember doing a poll some months back in 2022, and I asked you, are we still in? Do we have mass KYC then or not? And quite a substantial amount of you said we have we have mass KYC then. Now, let me explain what mass KYC actually means, because a lot of you perhaps don't know what it means. Mass KYC, what it means is all of you, or most of us, standing the chance of getting KYC'd. It didn't necessarily mean that we all had the capability of applying for it, because then we had to wait to get the prompt to get KYC'd. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we didn't have the capability. In other words, it wasn't in our hands. We didn't have any capability. We just had to hope that the AI detected us and we got ourselves KYC'd. Now, it's different. We've gone beyond mass KYC. We are in KYC for all. So now KYC for all. Everybody can get KYC'd. Now, there's a caveat. So this part is where people need to understand when it comes to this form of KYC, which is the one that all of us were waiting for. Before I delve into that, let me tell you something. So when it comes to KYC, I've been doing KYC almost on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, or not daily basis, but periodically I've been doing KYC. Now, a lot of people would think, why has KYC become so tough when it comes to Pi Network? Now, it's not tough. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I would say it's a little challenging, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that you should be so overly animated about. Do you know what I mean? Don't be overly animated about it. Just relax. Like I keep saying, relax. And it will happen, because at the end of the day, we still have the 6-month grace period, and the 6-month grace period means that it is going to take a little while, So that's why they're trying to make sure each and every pioneer gets KYC'd. So when you're trying to get KYC'd and it's not happening, when you're trying to get it and it's not happening, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. You are going to get it, but it means you're in a you're in a stack of people, you're in a queue, but you need to force your way through. And to do that, you need to give the AI a nudge. And how do you give the AI a nudge? By going into the Pi browser and click on kyc.py. If nothing happens, keep going. If nothing happens, keep going. 20 times every time you're there. 20, 30 times every time you're just like those of us that do validations. You understand? When I don't get validations, I don't wait. I keep, pressing it, prompting it until I get one. If I don't get it, I keep doing it until I get another one. Same thing with the KYC, because the same tool you're using. You're using the KYC tool to try and get KYC, or after you've got KYC, you use the same KYC tool to apply to become a validator. And then while you're a validator, you use the same KYC tool to try and validate people. Do you get what I'm saying? So the KYC tool is so important. It's so important. Just so you know. Do you get what I'm saying? So important. So please, let's get the KYC tool off and running, and let's keep it busy. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's keep it busy. Let's not stop, because that's how you're gonna get KYC. I guarantee you that. That's how you're gonna get KYC. Keep it busy. Never stop. Never relent. Keep going, because the moment you stop, that's when it means you've given up. And I would advise you never to give up. Never give in. Never give up. Keep going, and you will get KYC'd. Do you get what I'm saying? This is something that I've always been telling people. So out of the caption that I wrote, that KYC for all is in full tilt, what I mean, or what I meant by that is so many people are getting validations now. I'm definitely not one of them, because I'm trying, it's not working properly, but it's working for others. So I'm really, really happy that a lot of people are getting to validate people. But if they're validating, it means people are getting KYC'd, or people are en route to get KYC'd. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really, really excited. I'm so over the moon that a lot of people are getting KYC'd. A few of my downlines sent me messages. They've been KYC'd. They're validators. They're excited. Do you know what I mean? So I'm over the moon about that, to be honest. I am. And I will then treat you to also be the same. And keep your questions coming now. Keep your questions coming, because this is the time when I'll be delving into that, because we'll be getting into a Price of Pi game. So let me actually because Price of Pi is so important, obviously, and the only time we get a proper Price of Pi is when the value of Pi is increasingly gone up. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm freezing up again, but I don't care. Let me see. Am I? Guys, am I buffering? Please let me know if I'm buffering, because on my screen it seems to be doing that jerk movement. So if I'm buffering, let me know. If it's cool, let me know. Yeah, because the way I see it on StreamYard is quite different. Guys, I need to set something. I didn't set something on my channel. I need to set it. So let me set it very quickly. Yeah. Let me set it very quickly. So people who have let me set it very quickly. Give me a few minutes, please. Just a few minutes. You can see that the theme today is sort of red light. Yeah, the red light is right here. You can see it around here. So yeah, it's all about red light. I'll be with you in a moment. Just give me a moment. I need to do some settings. Very important. Very important. I need to set this up. Yep. Because I didn't get the opportunity to set it up. I didn't get the opportunity to set it up. So let me set it up very quickly. And then not everybody can comment. It has to be a subscriber who has subscribed for maybe 3 minutes. And then we go into slow mode, 60 minutes, replay. Yep, that's all done now. All right. Yes, that's it. That's it. Everything is done. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Yes, so my people, don't forget the super chats need to come in, because, like I said, this channel is growing and we need that. Thank you. There is no buffering. Yes, we thank God for that. Anyway, let's continue. So, thank you so much, Gabriel, for the super chat, and Op777. Thank you so much for the super chats. Let me see some KYC questions which have been here. Do you have any update about KYC? What can I do to receive? Well, I've already said that, so that's what you need to do. I cannot edit my KYC, but he's writing complete. And the name it's not corresponding with the name of the idea. It's already approved. Well, then we'll see how it goes with that. I don't know this one as somebody's name is not corresponding with something else, and they've been KYC'd. Yeah, that's an anomaly that shouldn't be happening. But hey, it happens, and it is what it is, right? It happens. It happens. All right, so let's see. Absolutely spot on, Ray. That's what I did to get my KYC. Always no slots available, but I kept doing. Let me put this on the screen. But I kept doing it almost 30 to 50 times a day. Always checking, and it happened at last. Yeah, you need to, poke it, nudge it, prompt it, do whatever you can, virtually to get your KYC if you haven't yet been KYC'd. Now, one thing I need to tell you about this channel, in case you've just joined, is that it's a channel where I like the interaction. But stay within the subject. Do you know what I mean? It's so important that you stay within the subject. That way, we'll have a lot more organization as opposed to chaos. Because we don't want chaos. I don't want chaos. So let's be more organized and let's ensure that everything works out perfectly for us. You know. So guys, listen, like I said, if you want to develop a background for Rays United, you can do that. I will not send you my logo, definitely, because that's my personal logo. But if you want to design anything, that is in relation or relative to Rays United, please go ahead and do so. And that will help. That will help you. I may give you one pie for that. So, you never know. Here's your cinnamon roll, Ray. And J Dog. J Dog, J Dog, J Dog. Thank you so much, J Dog, for your $7.60. That's all. It's an even number, but it's an odd sort of money. $7.60. Is there any significance to that? I don't get it. Maybe you're a numbers man like me, But hey, it's all good. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Just funny. Listen, today I didn't really look at it as a phone-in show because it's a Ray Reacts, so I'm reacting to things. But if I feel like there is time, I might give us 10, 15, 20 minutes. He said, that's all I have in my bank. Trust me, you're going to get it multiplied by millionfold. Trust me. And this is not some folk trying to get you all animated and that. Or your secondary bank, that is. Yeah, that's all good. Thank you so much for that. The fact that you have to scrape through the bottom to get your $7.60, for my cinnamon roll. Listen, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, J Dog. Obviously, a member. You've been a member for a while now. So I really appreciate you. And listen, appreciate everybody that tries to donate something to the channel. It's all good. Now, let's talk about, anyway, before we talk about that, let me just give some shout outs to my moderators. It's so important because you don't even understand, when you've been given the opportunity to become a moderator. Now, I was speaking with one of my moderators yesterday, and I said something. I said, look, when you're a moderator, you do have some privileges, do you know what I mean? But you may not know it yet. For instance, let's say you're a moderator and certain things are ongoing. You get the opportunity to, get a free pass, per se. So others don't get that, but you get the free pass as a moderator. So, it's always a privilege when you've been made a moderator on a channel. But that's not to say I shouldn't appreciate the work they're doing. I do appreciate the work they're doing 100%. So let's all give them some shout out. Shout out to all the moderators on this channel and the managing moderators as well. I've got 2 managing moderators. They are also doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So it's all great. Yes, I'll keep giving them shout outs. It's so important. And of course, the moderators on the Telegram groups as well. Listen, you're all doing a wonderful job, but we will discuss some things further down the line. Very important. So if you've got any questions, please let me know. It's a shame that today we've got less people watching. Anyway, I know why that happened. I think it's because of the fact that the first one, the first link, you know what, while we're here, let me post it. Let me post that link on Twitter. It's important that I do that. So hang on a minute and hang on a minute because I need to do that. I need to do something. Let me go to Twitter and do something. It's important. Give me a minute. I'm going to Twitter, letting them know that something happened. And I need to let me see if I can copy all of that. And then just without that, copy. And then I think I'm gonna delete that because that is not the tweet I wanted. All right, so that's cool. So you can hang on in there. Yeah, you can hang on. I'm coming. Just give me a moment. Um, yep. Yeah. Uh, all right. Where's all right. Let's see. Live now. Okay. Just hang on a minute. Try and get the link and put it in there. Ooh, nope. Mm. Okay. Yeah, so I've tweeted it. That's it. So let's see. Yep, that's it. That's great. So I've tweeted it. Let's see what Twitter does right now. Let me see. So SD Rainier say, hi, Ray, the KYC review not canceling despite try many times to cancel the pending KYC and enable a resubmit button to appear. Anyway, I still don't give up as always. Don't worry about that, Rainier. SD Rainier is going to work out perfectly eventually. We need to have an investor meeting live somewhere. I would love that. Yeah, yeah, probably. We'll see down the line. There's so many meetings that's been happening, but I think the next one will probably be the mods meeting. So sometime this week, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so let's if you've got any questions, please let me know. Very important. 63 likes. Okay, so it means nobody's gonna win the pie today. That's unfortunate, but it's all good. So let's see. Let me just try and start something right now. Because I'm gonna talk about something. Let me put the mic somewhere. Let's see. Sure. All right, so let's do this. So let's do this. Hang on whilst I do this. We're gonna talk about it. This time I'm gonna change it up a little bit. The other day I did something and I'm gonna less than equal to more than oh what was that? And then more less than. All right, so this is less than, yep, equal to, more than, less than. Okay, this one I'm gonna, yeah, 4. Now this is the start, yeah. So let's see. Let's see. So I've actually sent something. I've put something in there. It's a poll. So go there and vote. Go there and vote. This is important. I want to see how you're gonna vote because I'm trying to make sure we have some, figures which make sense. And I said less than. So this is a potential price, a pie price during the start of open. Whoa! Look at that. This is funny to see. Look at how changeable this is. I love this. I love this. So listen. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. So I love this. So you can see what I've done. Less than $100, equal to $100, or and more than $100, or less than 314. So let's see what you vote eventually. Let's see what you vote eventually. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. So now let's talk about the price of pi. Let's talk about the price of pi. So the other day I was talking about, let me bring my mic. The other day I was talking about, how to build value, right? So value over price. And a lot of people I know understood what I meant by that. Now, I said something about, obviously, a lot of people thinking that, oh, I value my pi, so it's valued at 314,159, but that's the price. That's still a price. Value is when you don't want to actually use it. When you don't want to use something, you're valuing it. You can still value cash, but it means you don't have to use it, because the moment you use it, it has a price, right? It has a price. Legal tender, it has a price. So that's why people need to strike a balance. A value into something is when you don't want to use it, you have it, but you're like, nah, I'm not gonna exchange it for anything. I was telling one of our moderators, I was having a private conversation with that person, and I said, look, when I was younger, I used to wear a lot of rings, right? Rings on my hands, and I was young, I was sort of broke, so I went to a pawn broker, and I was like, I need £100. My ring, I value it, so I'm not going to sell it. But if I give him the £100, when I come back, depending on how long the money, stays with me, I'll give him 10% as and when it increases. So it'll be incremental. The interest will be incremental. So 10% interest. And so I gave him my 2 rings. The rings cost, I think, £150 each. So together was £300. I wasn't gonna sell it. But if I wasn't able to pay it at a certain time, then he would have to pawn it away to get his money. So what did I do? I got him back his money with 10%, so £110 in a very short space of time. Got my rings, there I was, happy. I didn't sell my ring because I knew I valued my rings. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's what I'm trying to say, that when you value something, you don't just sell it. So if you sell it, then if you don't value it, you just want to, pump it and dump it. You know what I mean? So be very careful how you say, I value my pi. If you value your pi, I wouldn't even be talking about open mainnets, because you will not be too overly anxious to say, oh, when is open mainnet coming? I'm so pissed off. These people have just delayed open mainnet. I am not happy about that. It means you want to sell your pi. That's why you're so anxious about open mainnets. But if you don't want to sell your pi, what you're doing, you will still keep mining. Do you understand what I'm saying? You will still keep mining, because the value of pi is always there, because it's not something you want to just keep selling. Of course, you can sell some for fiat, you can sell some for gold and all of that, but that's down the line. That's down the line. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's see what J-Dog is saying. Less than $100, because by the time we reach open mainnet, there'll probably be over 10 billion pi migrated. Yeah, but I don't think so. How much will be in lockup then? You know what I'm saying? How much will be in lockup? So you need to look at that 74%. So still we'll be talking about 2.6 billion in circulation. So that's still fine. 2.6 billion means if you have $100 equal to $100, then what you're gonna get is what? 260 billion market cap. $200 billion, $260 billion market cap, and that's realistic. You understand? But market cap means that's how much it's valued at. That's how much. So that's how much it's priced at, based on what we have in circulation. So eventually market cap can keep, toggle between a certain price depending on what we have in circulation, utility building that we're doing, and of course other things as well, like demand and supply and all of that. Simple economics. So if we can do that, then it's going to be great. But yeah, your point is well taken, of course. And this is a good topic. I love talking about this towards the end of the show because it's something that we can all feed into. But hey, all the topics we've discussed so far, you can ask questions about them. Remember that. Now we've spoken about all the topics. We spoke about the breaking news about Open Mainnet, which I spoke about on Friday. So I gave you a hint. You can go watch the Friday video and you'll find out. Mask KYC always being here. I told you I did a video about that. And I actually told you that it's been here for a while, but a lot of people never thought it was mass KYC because they never understood what mass KYC meant. And that actually was always here since September, when the core team announced it. Even though it was subliminal, they still announced it through a YouTube video. And then obviously now we have KYC for all. KYC for all means you now have it in your own hands to get your KYC done by any means necessary, come what may. And then, of course, we also discussed utility building as a priority and all of that. So there's a lot. And these subjects are not subjects that I won't talk about. I will talk about them. And then if there's any breaking news, you will get your breaking news as well. So listen, there are lots. So let's continue. Even its price is $1, it's still a win because you only wasted 10 seconds. No, it's not even waste. Remember, you don't waste time. You can't waste time. Wasting time is when you're doing something unproductive. So, no, you didn't waste time. You spent 10 seconds out of your day pushing that button. But I never spent 10 seconds because I'm mostly there. When I say mostly there, meaning every now and then I pop in and out of it. So go check things. I've got a brainstorm app, that I need to click on to check on things. So I'm mostly there. Do you know what I mean? I understand what you're saying. Some people are not as dedicated, but they still have the pie and they mine from time to time. 72 likes. Let's get 220 if we can for somebody else to win 2 pie today. Mohammed is saying that the starting price of pie will be under $100, and after some days it would go up to 150, and it will stabilize at that price. It will maybe go to 230 maximum, then it will go down again. Listen, that's not going to happen. I don't think that's how it's going to be. It will be determined in real time. What you're saying is more wishful thinking, my friend, wishful thinking. But don't look at that. That's not how it works. The way it is, if we have our utility, I can tell you it will just be toggling and toggling and toggling, but it will not be like rise, fall. No, that's not how you're going to get it to be. If we have our own utility, functional utility, then what we would want Pi to become is a sort of a somewhat glorified stable coin. Do you get what I'm saying? And if it is that, then whatever price is at would be it will not plateau. Remember, if you draw a line through, it will be a steady rise, not a sharp rise, because once it rises sharply, it's going to fall very sharply as well. Do you know what I mean? So, I get your point, but that's not exactly how realistic it is. It has to be in real time based on what we have at our disposal then. Do you know what I mean? For me, that's not a waste of time. Instead of that, it is hard work to click. Oh, yeah, it is hard work. It's become hard work, just like my guy said, Nikola Tesla. Great day, Ray and the Pi Pioneers. That a name for a band if you start one, Ray. Ray and the Pi Pioneers. Actually, you can say Ray and the Pioneers. You can't say the Pi Pioneers because Pioneers actually, minus of Pi. So Pioneers, you know what I mean? I'm considering Pi utility for either a ride share service or my board game creation ideas. Oh, so you have board game. All right, yeah, that's cool. If you have somebody that can program, my stuff, that would be great. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking for a programmer whom I'm gonna pay in Pi, so you have to be a pioneer. Pi is more worth your while as opposed to cash. People want to spend cash immediately. Do you know what I mean? But it is not that. You need to be, somebody that values what you have. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going continually. I'm going to continually lock up 90% for the next 9 years to see where this project goes. Well, that's a very long-term project, and I like that. Wisdom, good evening to you. To you're late, so you need to go back and watch everything. Pi will be worth 314 because I believe so. Well, belief is different, but we need to face facts. You know what I mean? It's not about belief; it's about facts. Anyway, so let's see. 31 votes. Keep voting. Less than $100 is 39%, equal to $100, 19%. It's still a small sample, so I can't really look at that. We still need to keep voting just to see. You know what I mean? Just to see. All right. Okay. Can you make a video on navigating the marketplace? Nah, I don't think I would. It's just I don't like videos like that. Personally, I would say it's an easy video, but it's not my kind of thing. I think it's easy. It's nothing difficult about that. But hey, we'll see. Maybe somebody else would make it. It's an idea. I believe Simpsons prediction. Well, we'll see. We'll see, my guy. We'll see. I live in the real world. I don't live in fantasy land, so I look at things from a very pragmatic point of view, as opposed to the different side of views. I'm not in some make-believe Disneyland sort of world. I'm in the world where experience has taught me that go in real time. Do you know what I mean? Go in real time. Yeah, if you're with the GCV price, that's good for you, my friend. Good for you. It's that means you're a pump and dump guy. You don't actually believe in pie. You just want to, sell and clear off. That's what you want. And I know those people. I really know, because if you're in GCV, what is GCV? What will happen? Is it going to go up and up? Have you thought, okay, let's get into this GCV thing. People say I shouldn't talk about it, but I will talk about it, because when people say I'm with GCV, why? Why are you with GCV? Tell me. You know what? Let's have a conversation. I'm gonna put a link there. Come and challenge me about GCV and see if you can win. The link is there. Challenge me. I need you to challenge me if you can, because nobody can challenge me. So come challenge me and let's see if you can win about GCV, because nobody's won any argument when it comes to GCV. So let's see. Let me pin this one. The link is there. If you want to phone in right now, and you are gonna be able to have this conversation with me, because I want to see what people think about GCV. Personally, I can't go along with it. I have my own reasons, and that's my personal reasons. Whoever chooses to do it their way is fine. But me, I have my own personal reasons. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no, it's not that one. Where is it? Where is it? All right, it's there. Cool. Yeah, so I have my own personal reasons. So, I have my reasons why I don't believe in it. And nothing is going to change. Anyway, so if you want to call in, please call in. Let's have a little conversation, maybe 5-10 minutes discussion about the GCV. I want to explain something to people so you will understand my reasons behind that. But I need somebody like this person to come and tell me why they're with the GCV. I need an explanation, because personally, I don't understand why people actually think this is a realistic thing when we have thousands of pi in circulation. And then when you multiply this by that, we're talking about the higher quadrillions. Such amount of cash doesn't exist. Do you understand? If you put the whole world's fiat currency together from all the central banks in every country, it doesn't amount to more than 100 trillion. So where are we getting these numbers from? That's my problem. If you're talking about market cap of something quadrillion, which doesn't exist, that particular, and the core team have actually refuted that to say, please don't go on talking about these things because you're confusing people. So I want you, baby boss, to come here, if you have the guts, and explain this to me, because if you go through the chats and you start blabbing nonsense, you might be blocked. And trust me, you don't want to be blocked. So I need you to come here, gather momentum, have the guts. I don't bite. And then we'll have a conversation. Trust me, a rational, civilized conversation. Give me boss. All right. Okay, let's see. So J Dog here is saying, um, GCV is completely false and nonsense because it doesn't exist outside of Asia. And even then, it's a very small and loud minority within that country and a tiny portion in Nigeria. Yeah, there are a few in the United States as well. There's one that I've butted heads with in recent, well, not in recent times, in times gone past. And yeah, but not butted heads. Obviously, that person wanted to pump and dump, and that person was a faker. Do you know what I mean? So we had our own sort of differences. It wasn't civilized at all from his part, of course. But I've done away with that person. That person is out and it's in history now. He'll be plunged into oblivion. Do you know what I mean? It's actually being plunged into a trash can of forgotten history. You know what I'm saying? So he's absolutely been forgotten. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue. Lizzie here say, "Oh no, GCV convo. Oh, here we go. Be gentle, Ray. I am very gentle. Trust me. I'm being very gentle. Somebody should call in right now. Lizzie, if you can't call in, whoever, Gabriel, whoever. Let's have a conversation about this. You know, talk about it a little bit before we leave. Because England is playing. I don't even know what the scoreline is. Let me see. What's the scoreline? What's the scoreline? What's the scoreline? What's the scoreline? Gabby, what's happening, man? Gabriel?
You can hear me?
Yeah, of course I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, fine. Thanks, Ray.
Close your curtain. Close your curtain. Your curtain behind you. Yeah, close the light. Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Better, yeah. Better. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. J Dog said Ray is way more gentle about this than he was months ago. Yeah. I am very gentle about it. Because I just want people to have a proper conversation with me rather than the way we used to do before. Now it's all about just explaining why you want GCV, and just let me understand, because you can't convince me, but just let me understand. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, obviously, Gabriel. So we're
Yeah.
here. We want to talk
Yeah.
about a bit, just a little bit, because about the price of pie. So I thought somebody brought in that conversation. So I thought, okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about GCV. What is your take? Because it's been a while we've spoken about this, and I thought
Yeah.
it's a live show. Let's open it. Let's open the floor for everybody. What's your take on this GCV thing? Your own mind, everything. What do you think? You know?
Uh, for the beginning, that's maybe started 1 year ago or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And first of all, I was a little bit excited. But when I get more information about the whole stuff, I was not excited because for me it was like fake people,
Mm-hmm.
because the market cap can't be like quadrillion, and that makes no sense. You know, that's like more, that's a whole fiat currency money. That
Mm-hmm.
that makes no sense for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the people who are promoting, yeah, they want to have more people to have in your refer teams, and
Yeah.
that's why they are promoting it, to
Yeah.
have more
Absolutely.
people to mine. That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. You're right with that. A lot of people are obviously promoting that so they can get following. They can get people following them, and all of that. And somebody here say, yeah, pie is what you want it to be. Now, this part, you don't. I think I don't know. These are the kind of people I need. I need to have that discussion, because you can't tell me that when we get onto open mainnet and pie is $100 per pie, you're not gonna accept that. You're gonna be like, no, pie is what I say it is. No, pie is not what you say it is. Pie is what the market say it is. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not. But if you don't want the market to completely dictate the price of pie, you need to make sure our utility are stronger. That's my whole point. So if you want pie to be what you say pie is, my friend Kevin Nike, then you need to make sure that the utility building is where your priority is, which is what I've been talking about today. So yes, I'm not disputing that fact that that pi is worth. Now, this is where value comes in. If pi is worth what you say it is, then it means you're valuing your pi. So I'll accept your argument. But if you're telling me pi is what you say it is, so therefore it's GCV, then you and I are gonna have a problem, because you have to explain that to me. Where are you getting those numbers from? Is it because somebody somewhere else said that and then it became a catchphrase or a catch number, sets of numbers, and then you're like, all right, yeah, this seems great. It seems great. It looks like pi has got a pi characters in it. So that's great. Pi characters, 314159. Ooh, that looks great. So why not add the other endless infinity numbers to it then? You know, it doesn't make sense, guys. It will never make sense to me. It never has, never will. And me, I keep saying that, listen, if you are a GCV advocate, you're welcome to the channel. Before, I didn't welcome any of those people, but now you're welcome to the channel, but make sure you don't go about it the wrong way, because if you go about it the wrong way, then you're not going to have a problem. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let me see what another person is saying. Mr. Ray, please, can you please ask your source why a person like me, who has been mining pi for the past 3.5 years, who has not received KYC, what am I supposed to do? P Gamer, listen, between you and I, there are certain things I don't say on the YouTube channel because I feel like we don't have time for that. But if you're in the Telegram group, go there and ask the question, and they will. I'll probably tell you, or somebody else might tell you, reasons why you may not have had your KYC yet. However, I've already said ways that you can do to prompt the AI to choose you to get KYC'd. Now, that's what you need to do, because it's in your hands now. You don't need invitation anymore, guys. You don't need invitation. You will never be invited anymore. You have to go there. Remember, you have to go to the kyc.py app, the tool, click on it. If it doesn't happen, keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. And don't stop. That's all I'm going to tell you, because that's what you need to do. Now, there's one more thing that I needed to say. I forgot. There's another one. So if you know who invited you or whose invitation code you used, if you don't know the person, then you have a problem. But if you know the person, tell that person to actually send you the link from themselves to you. The reason why the core team said we should, invite our downlines is because that makes it easier. It goes through the proper channels. It means you've been invited by your own upline to get KYC'd. Do you get what I'm saying? So try and tell your uplines, or you do it to your downlines. If you have downlines, invite them using the link. You understand? Invite them using the link, which means you click on them, you click on their names. When I think the question mark or something is, click on it, and then you get the link, and then you send it to them individually. Do the same thing. If you can, do that way. That's how you're going to get people to get KYC'd. Let me see. Facebook was valued at 50 billion with 250 million users with only one use case. Pi has already Pi has everyday value on each level in life. Looking at Pi, the old crypto, liquid fiat versus supply, is not the correct way to look at things. You need to call in, my friend. I'm not somebody that likes texts too much. Just call in. If you call in, we can have a conversation about this. If you're muted in Pi chat rooms, I've heard from multiple people, it can prevent you from getting KYC or really slow down your KYC process. Well, if that's the case, these are things that, to be honest, I don't know. I don't really know. But if that's the case, it could be something that you could look into. So if you've been barred from chatting in the chat rooms, then it's affecting the algorithm. And therefore, the AI may not be detecting you fully. Even though you're a pioneer, it might not be looking at you as a source of infringement. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to try and not try and get yourself unlocked from the chats. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. At first they were calling price 314.15 now. As of late, they have added a comma claiming that. Yeah, well, that's a shame. So the Pi KYC invitation, how to receive it. I've done the video about it. Okay. Mohammed, Send it. I've done. You see, I've done a video about everything. I've even forgotten that I've done a video about it. Anyway, Mohammed, do that. You send the link. People click on it if you want to know how you can receive it. Now, this one is actually before KYC for all.
Mass KYC.
Yeah. So when you're watching it, take it with a little bit of pinch of salt because it was done before that. But I may do another one after that, which means very soon I may do another one just to tell you what you could do to get KYC'd. All right. In this case, obviously, it will be your choice now. You have to do it. You're not waiting for invitations anymore. I'm not talking about GCV, Mr. Ray. Okay, let me go to Kevin Mike. Kevin Mike. All right. No worries, Kevin. It's understandable. I get what you mean. That's why I said the value. If it's the value part, then it's all good because obviously I understand what you mean. Being muted doesn't do anything. All right, cool. Then obviously it doesn't do anything, so that's cool. J Diz from Clint, Michigan. I always remember. I feel people don't read the white paper and therefore price conversations forget the uncomfortable and necessary truth that the liquidity pool has 5 billion pi. Absolutely. This is another problem. They don't read. They only go by word of mouth. And Pi is not about word of mouth. Pi is a new kid in the block. Even Bitcoin is relatively new because how old? 13 years old? Or 14
years.
14 years. Yeah, 14 years. It's relatively new. So it still doesn't have a lot of use cases. You might think it has, but it doesn't. You're only learning it from the so-called crypto experts. But I don't think there are many crypto experts. They all learned it as they went along. There's somebody that calls himself a crypto expert, but they don't know a lot about Pi Network. You understand? And there are people that know a lot about Pi Network, like myself, and I don't know a lot about cryptocurrency because I don't give a shit about cryptocurrency. I give a shit about, excuse my French, I give a hoot about
Pi Network.
Pi Network, and that's it. You know what I mean? So I don't care about the others. And when it comes to Pi Network, ask me any question, and I should be able to give you a response. And that's the thing. So again, you don't need to be a crypto expert to know that Pi is unique. Pi's properties are unique from all the other.
Push the button every day.
Yeah, that's it. Every day. I've invited all my downlines and they have all KYC. You know what? P Gamer, you need to DM me. We need to have a conversation. DM me on Telegram. We need to have a conversation because something is going on with you and we need to have a conversation with regards to your KYC. Those who believe in GCV, please make some sense, not sense. Absolutely. I like that. And that's where, Zach is here. Yeah, Zach NG is here. One of my guys. He's here as well. Thank you so much, Zach, for the comment. I really like that. I like that comment. I like it. I'm muted right now for sticking up for someone that actually referred me to this channel. But it's been over a week now, and I've contacted support, but had to no avail. Support. So many people are contacting them, so it's very difficult. But what I would say, just spam them. It's a bad advice, but that's all I can say. Spam them. Maybe they might see that you're really hell bent on getting a response. So that way you might get a response. But if you leave it for it to be stacked up, there'll be so many other queries that will stack up, and then yours will be lost in the middle of it. So don't do that. Just get it off and running. Ray, I think the core team should rather change this to ping the people rather than sharing. Yeah, but the pinging, they don't listen. Trust me. You know why I'm saying that? People don't check the chats. We all have our individual chat rooms, right? And when I ping people to come and get active on Pi Network, they don't. Most of them don't listen. So pinging is not going to help. I think a direct link to WhatsApp or whatever chatting means you want to use is the best because the people will see it as serious. But if you say pinging, I know what you mean because pinging is easier. When you ping, it goes to the entire number of downlines you have. But trust me, they don't take it seriously. It has to come from you directly. Put in the work, my friend. Put in the work. It's a good one, but put in the work. Pay me. You're late, but that's all good. I think what Pi maybe should do is allocate a certain amount over to exchanges to sell like 5 billion. Yeah, but that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. They're not just gonna give them everything. It's gonna be like a special sort of number, and then eventually will keep increasing. They'll keep giving it some sort of flow. So it will not be I don't know. It's not gonna be at once like what you think, though. You gotta remember, as much as we have our pie, we've locked a lot of them up. Anyway, that's where the lockup is for. So if you've locked up, then that's what it is. Whatever you have is what you have. Do you know what I mean? If you don't have it, then you don't have it. So yeah, what you're saying makes sense, but then that's what the lockup is for as well. Do you know what I mean? That's why you need to lock up more. When you lock up more, we'll have less in circulation. Prevent too much pie from eating the ecosystem. I don't think so. I think it's relative. It's relative. If you look at the Japanese yen, is when it comes to like exchanging, it's less than the euro, it's less than the pound, it's less than the dollar, but it doesn't mean it's not strong. It's a strong currency. You get what I'm saying? Very, very strong currency. So they may have trillions and trillions of yen in circulation. It doesn't mean that the value of the yen would devalue. It wouldn't happen. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the value of the yen is still strong. As much as you change £1 for maybe, I don't know what the exchange is, but I know it's tens of yen. It doesn't necessarily mean that the yen is not strong. The yen is very strong. So yeah, look at it like that. Yeah. There's only 1.7 billion pi on the blockchain, with 1.2 billion locked and 500 million available. Absolutely, but and counting, because it's still counting, it's still ongoing. So let me check the poll and see what's happening. So far, 52 people have voted, and 42% say less than $100. 13% say equal to $100. So if we're talking, 55% are either, so I'm saying from $1 to $100, 55%, and then 45% are above $100. And well, if you look at it, yeah, 13% are saying less than 314. Above $100 could be anything. So we will see. Really excited about that. 79 likes, not many likes.
We
Last
need
month,
40 likes, guys. 40 likes for the one.
yeah, for the one. Last month you promised to invite one of the callers for interview. No, I didn't promise to invite anybody. I think you've got it all wrong, my friend. I didn't promise anybody anything. So, Mr. Ray, when can be the open mainnet? Because the network really needs it. You need to watch my video that I did on Friday. I did some video on Friday live, so you need to watch that. I don't reveal things. That's what the views are for. Go watch it, and then you understand everything. Otherwise, what's the point? Do you know what I mean?
We need utility.
And that's what Mohammed just said. Kevin Ray has already posted videos about it. You can check them. Maybe you're new here. Yeah, maybe he's new, or maybe he doesn't watch a lot of the videos. And that's the thing. Because you can see if people watch the videos based on the likes when you post it on the groups. When you post it on Telegram, for instance, you don't get many people liking it. So you're like, okay, they don't give a hoot about it. So what's the point? That's why lately I don't post the links on the Telegram group, because they don't even attempt to say, oh, I like it. Do you know what I mean, Gabriel? So it's a bit funny. Like, if you're not liking it, then it means you don't like it, right? So it means you don't watch it. If you like me, likes are so important to me. If you like it, it means you like the video. And so I'll keep posting it for you on different platforms. But if you don't like it, I'm not gonna post it there. Go on YouTube and watch it. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. The people with GCV is funny. We can make memes with them. Definitely. Very soon we'll be making memes with them. But unfortunately, I don't want a divided community. I want a united community. So to do that, it would mean that we shouldn't divide it, saying people with GCV. People, I can have my brother or sister or whoever, and they might like GCV. It doesn't mean they're not my brother anymore or sister anymore. But it means that we just share differences in opinion. That's it. So we should just respect people's opinion. We should respect people's
opinion. Unit. One strong unit. That would be the best for Pi.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, Zach says, you know what, he's gonna give $6, which is Singapore dollars and 98 cents. Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you for that. Let me see. Mohammed says, smash the like button, folks. Smash it and make sure you join the Telegram group as well. The Telegram group's link is there. You can join it. Let me actually see if anybody's joined it since we've been live. Okay, nobody joined it so far. Let me see. Yeah, nobody joined it so far, but it's all right. So it means they're already there, or they don't want to join, but it's all right. It's not everyone that's gonna join, so I don't make a fuss out of that. Let's see. All
That's
right.
it.
Yeah. So Gabriel, obviously we've been talking
Yeah,
about the price of pi potentially. What would you
yeah,
think the price of pi could be, and explain it to the others as well?
yeah. And beside on the market cap, for me, there would be awesome when the price would be starting like from $40 or something.
Yeah.
That would be like crazy for me
Yeah.
because higher when PyCon started with like $100, that would be so crazy because the whole market cap there
Yeah.
will go, yeah, there will there will be more than the highest right now, like
Yeah.
Ethereum, and that will be crazy
Yeah.
when PyCon started with $100.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I obviously look at it like it's gonna, yeah, I've always said it. I've said it on other videos as well. So it's gonna be under $100. Definitely,
Yeah,
it'll be more than $10, but under $100. So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, for
That's
starters,
for the,
in
yeah,
the beginning, yeah,
for the beginning, that's totally fine.
yeah, the beginning.
Yeah,
We would have a rush of people obviously coming in to buy pie during that time, so that would make the price rise, and that would be the demand. And always we
yeah,
know that initially the demand is high, so you'll
yeah.
naturally get people selling their pie, and it's natural. It's natural for them to
Of
sell.
course,
And if
of
you're
course.
selling, somebody else is buying, so it's still circulating. It's not like it's going anywhere. And so yeah, people should understand that if somebody wants to sell their pie, it's their choice to sell their pie. It's not like if they sell their pie, it's going to affect pie as an ecosystem or as an economy. It wouldn't affect it, if anything at all,
Yeah,
because somebody else wants to buy it. It makes it actually rise in price. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
and the value of pie will always be there because we still have locked up at that time. We may have locked up 74%. That's really high. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I personally, I'm really, really excited about what can happen when it comes to Pi Network. I'm really, really excited. So I'm not bothered about people selling.
me
Listen,
too.
if they want to sell, somebody else is buying. Just remember that. If they want to sell it, somebody else is buying. So demand and supply, buying and selling, guys. That's what
Yeah,
economics is all about. And if people are not buying, then I'll be worried. I'll be like, oh my God, pie's price is gonna dip, it's gonna go down. But if people are buying your pie, which you're selling, and those people might not be pioneers, or some might be pioneers, then hey, excitement. Do you know what I mean? The only thing
yeah,
I'll tell you is that, if you look up more, maybe that will help you in future, and that will help the ecosystem, because scarcity, once created, ensures that the price goes up, because demand is high and there isn't much to circulate around. Then the price goes up. That's just exactly how economics works, guys. That's how it
yeah.
works.
That's
So
the way.
yeah. Let me see.
Maybe,
Yeah, continue.
yeah, maybe. What do you think about how long do we need for 500 million users? What do you think? Do you think we need like maybe 5 till 7 years, or you
10 years.
think
10 years.
10 years? Yeah,
Yeah, 10
yeah,
years. 10 years. Because right now, we have what, 45 plus million engaged
yeah.
pioneers.
50 or almost
Yeah,
50 million.
no, it's definitely
Yeah,
50, but engaged pioneers, they count it differently. So 50,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely more
yeah,
than
yeah.
50, but engaged
Yeah.
pioneers is 45 plus. And remember, um, initially we're going to have a rush of people wanting to obviously become pioneers. The mining rate will be very low. I'm talking about the base mining rate will be very, very low, because
Yeah,
the more people join, the quicker the base mining rate reduces, and that's the way it works. So
yeah,
the more people join, so therefore the base mining rate is going to be low, and the people that join will be like, okay, they're not actually mining too much, so they would want to buy. And so people would go on exchanges and buy pies. If you're a pioneer already, you want to, do some not bartering, you want to do some transactions on the
yeah.
on the pie
Ecosystem.
pie ecosystem, where you're buying stuff. And trust me, at that time, Remember, I did a video about Amazon. Do you remember, guys? Right. You need to pay attention because Amazon is on the horizon, guys. Amazon is on the horizon. I've done a video. I've done 2 or 3 videos about that. Watch them because they're very important videos. Amazon is going to be a player in Pi Network within the next 5 years. I'm telling you that. And that's not a joke. That's serious. Do you get what I'm saying? Serious stuff. Let me read these comments before we conclude. Let me see. Wow, I've missed a lot, Ray. Your background is killing me. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. The background is definitely great. I'm loving it. It's a green screen, It's actually green. I have green there. Like if you look on my sides, you can see green around me. Can you see it? Yeah,
Nothing. Yeah.
It's slight. It's slight, but it's there.
Yeah.
That's why I put a red light, so you can see there's a red light around here, just to counter the green. You understand?
Crazy.
So the red light is there. So it's countering the green. So your mind is not on the green, your mind is on the red. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what
that's cool.
Yeah. So I've tried to do that as well. So I've got my green screen. It came today. Very expensive green screen. Like I can take it anywhere. Like I just carry it with me and I'm going. It's a bit long. It's very long. So I can travel with it. Yeah, I can travel with it anywhere I want. I'll just check it in or something and then keep it safe for me. So let's see. What are the comments? Okay. I just opened stream, Mohammed. Oh, okay. What? This one. Do you think there will be a solution to KYCs which have been pending for some months? Yes, there is a solution, but you need to go click on that KYC.py. Whoever that is, let them click on KYC.py. Keep clicking, and then eventually the AI, the algorithm, as it were, would allow you to reapply for your KYC. Because remember, the pending ones, they're the old KYC applications. You get what I'm saying? Normally, the pending would have been the equivalent of the tentative KYC. But so if you're a new applicant of KYC, you might either get turned down or you get a tentative KYC. You'll be entered into the tentative KYC program. You get what I'm saying? So that's it. Right. I think due to the ecosystem utility, price will be high, demand also high, which will help to be a stable coin. We will see about that. Stable coin definitely will be dependent on the utilities and the ecosystem and all of that. So we will see. I hope I will be alive to see open mainnet. Well, you'll be alive, my friend. That's sarcastic, but you'll be alive. I would like to debate you on your points, but I'm not exposing my identity. Unfortunately, you have to expose your identity, my friend. If you can't expose your identity, it ain't gonna work. You need to expose your identity. Come here, show your face. Don't be scared. Come on. Identity, just your face. You're called Mikasa. Nobody knows who Mikasa is. So we all use pseudonames here and there. I'm Ray. Maybe you know my real name if you go somewhere else, but Ray is what my identity is on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you my full name on YouTube. You know what I mean? But don't be scared, Mikasa. Just call in. Let's debate for 5-10 minutes, and I'll prove it to you straight away why I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't believe in the JCV, and that's it. Now it's all about having a proper constructive conversation and not just quarreling on social media and making a big fuss out of that, throwing your toys out of your pram. Don't do that.
That makes no sense.
No, it makes no sense. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's see. Yeah, Mikasa, just try and relax. All right, everything is good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm really calm when it comes to GCV. I'm not like before anymore. I'm really calm. I've done a lot of wooza. Wooza. I've done a lot of it, so I'm all good. Just relaxing. Everything is good. Deep breaths and that. You know what I mean? Brett McKenzie said, "I'm curious to know what everyone considers a stable coin is. To me, it just means a coin that is stable and tied to something. In the case of Pi, that would be tied in order to make it stable." Absolutely, Mackenzie. Brett Mackenzie, you've just said it. You've taken the word. As I was reading, all that was coming in my head is what is it tethered to? If I don't hear the word tethered or attached to something, then you can't call it stable coin. So Pi has to have something that it's gonna be tethered to, and I believe Pi will be tethered to our own utility platforms, our own ecosystem. That's what will determine it as a stable coin. You get what I'm saying? And so when I was saying the other time, when I didn't have a lot of data, what I said was, when I said Pi was going to be a stable coin, whoever has followed me for a long time, you would know I've done a video about Pi potentially being a stable coin. And I said that if it's tethered to even gold, gold is a commodity which is relatively stable. So if it's tethered to gold, then of course we know that it's going to be stable. Back in the day, USA was tethered to gold, but they didn't want that because they felt like they wouldn't have full control, and they wanted full control in a state like this when banks are folding, so they can cut $2 trillion into the system, which is very disadvantageous to the country because the economy
It's so crazy. It's
is so
so
bad.
crazy.
You can't cut so much money into the system like that. That's really bad. But they always wanted to have that freedom. That's why they didn't want to tether themselves to gold. So they removed themselves from the gold thing back in 1972 or so. I've forgotten the year, but I think it's 71 or 72. One of them, you know. Many scammers are active to collect Pi coin in the wallet. Nah, they can't. Scammers can't really get into your wallet unless you give them the opportunity to. One thing you need to know is on the blockchain is very, very hard. The two-step authentication is
You need 100 years to go in. 100
yeah,
years right now.
yeah. The disrespect is disgusting. Good luck with that. All right, you're gone. I can't have that. You're gone, unfortunately. We're having a proper conversation, and this guy didn't want to have a proper conversation. He's gone. I don't have time for that, to be honest. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's it. And Brett is saying, haha, I would like to be tied to gold as I collect and trade for gold and silver. But then again, Pi is going to be more valuable than gold. You need to remember that.
Yeah.
And so Pi is going to be more valuable than
You
gold.
have it. Yeah.
If anything, I thought it would be
Much
the
more
other way
smart
around.
on your phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be the other way around. Gold would want to tether itself to Pi, not the other way around.
Like.
So yeah, I'm telling you, Pi will be more valuable than gold. I can tell you that with absolute certainty based on the info I had. And of course, Ops gives his 99 cents. Thank you so much. 99 euro cents. Really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Listen, I didn't even know that I'll be able to do the show again because when my everything was messing up, I couldn't get my camera on. Not because the camera was faulty, but the network, the app, everything was messing up. So I had to restart the whole computer, and obviously now everything started to work properly. So
Yeah.
we have 86 likes, and Ops.
How's the node going?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your node going? Good.
I know.
Right
My
now.
note is all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine. It's been running perfectly, no problems whatsoever.
That's good.
Thank you so much, Ops, for the €1.19. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Currently, Pi is tradable for goods and services in an individual country. Will Pi be getting its ISO certificate allowing cross-border remittances and therefore international trade? Oh yes, definitely. Once we get into the open mainnet, it's all going to happen. It's all going to happen, and it will be. Listen, the core team are working on things that obviously they can't talk about right now, but the moment we head towards or we're getting closer to open mainnet, the announcements will start flowing even before open mainnet. You will all get the sense that we're getting to open mainnet, and because they'll start hinting here and there, they'll start telling us to do this, do that. They might even give us 1 or 2 tutorials as to what we should do during the open mainnet and so on. Because once we get there, we'll be completely decentralized, and they will not be able to help you. They'll be able to help you when it comes to the ecosystem, but outside that, they can't help you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let me
what
see.
do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about the start with open mainnet? For my opinion, maybe somebody wouldn't like that, but for my opinion, maybe we need 1 more year to build the utility.
Yeah. Remember I said something the other time on
Yeah,
Friday.
right.
So
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say anything about that yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
probably do another video, another live show about
Okay. Okay.
because
Perfect.
I'm still asking my my sources. So far, what they've given me is
Yeah.
the status quo hasn't changed so far.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, whatever news I gave for the other time is the same news. But if
Mhm.
anything changes, they'll let me know. And me,
Of course.
every what I do is every every week or two, I send a hi hello message. So if I get a response, fine. If I don't, then I know that okay, nothing is there, so it's all good. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
That's good. That's
Let me
good.
read this. Mr. Ray, KYC by invitation is actually working. My apply well, KYC by invitation is done individually by yourself. It's not done by the core team anymore. So let's not get it twisted. You are doing the invitations now, but it's working. My upliner who invited me to Pi Network, who has been longer waiting for KYC after I did mine, finally has gotten KYC after I invited him via uh, um, WhatsApp KYC. That's it. That's it. I mean, if you invite them to get KYC or whatever, they haven't been KYC, then they'll go through that particular process. They stand a greater chance of getting KYC. You get what I'm saying? Ray, how's everything going? To good to hear from you. Thank you so much, Nelson. Yeah, everything is going great. Can't complain, to be honest. Today I intentionally ran the show a bit longer because we haven't done longer shows in a while. I've been doing 1 hour shows, but not longer. So I thought, okay, let me use the Sunday show to do it a little bit longer. So yeah,
Why not?
happy. Why not? Why not? Happy
Yeah.
days. Yep, happy days. Let me see. So yeah, when it comes to the price of pie, I would always tell you that listen, um, whatever happens, we have an advantage. Just remember that whatever happens, we have an advantage. I'm not too bothered about it. Right now, it's what 68 votes, 38%. So for under $100, 30%. So the numbers are still hovering around that. So it's all good. 34 more likes. I don't think we'll get there, to be honest. I really wanted to give Pi today. Do you think
Yeah.
with Pi being based in the States, it will get what's SEC approved quickly with the level of KYC? SEC approved, SEC approved, SEC approved. I've got a mind block. What's SEC approved? If somebody can tell me what that is, I'll be
Seconds, or
yeah. I think it's something. Somebody needs to tell me because I've got a mind block right now. But yeah, we'll see. Espanol, por favor. That means Spanish, please. I can't speak. I can't speak. Security and exchange. Security and exchange. Yes. Security and exchange. Absolutely. So let me read it again. Security Exchange Commission. SEC approved. Security Exchange Commission. Right. All right. Let me go back. Yeah. They mean SEC. Oh, listen, you see, brain block. When you get brain block, it's always like that. Okay, thank you so much, D-Final as well. Oh, she's watching. She's behind the scenes watching. Great. All right, let me go back to it. Do you think with Pi being based in the United States, it will get SEC approved quickly with the level of KYC? Listen, it's all dependent. I know the core team are working on it. Remember, it's headquartered in the United States, so whatever the case may be, things will the ball will be set rolling from the United States anyway, because it's headquartered there. So technically, yes, I can categorically say yes, but don't take my word for it. Anything can happen. I based on what I'm seeing and the noises I'm hearing, it should happen quickly in the United States. It should be approved quickly in the United States. Um, I really don't know how popular crypto is in the United States. So if those of you in the United States can tell me, maybe we can see, because it feels like, particularly here in the UK, a lot of people take crypto with a pinch of salt. They don't really initially get into it until they're confident enough to say, all right, yeah, maybe we should get into it, and then they get into it. So they're never the first to get into it, but maybe the last. So I don't know how it is in the United States.
Like in my country.
Yeah. That is required to be obtained in order to for the borrower to legally and validly. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Stanley Augustine. I like that name. I live in Canada myself. Oh, okay. Brett, you live in Canada. Cool, cool, cool. So you and Lizzie and a few people live in Canada. I've got a few Canadian viewers. Actually, a lot of Canadian viewers. Banks hate crypto. Yeah, they do hate crypto because crypto is averting disasters, and they don't like that. They want disasters to occur so they can, milk us. Unfortunately, we're not going to allow that to happen. They can do whatever they want. We're taking back control. And that's it. We're taking back control. Remember that. That is
Save your pies. Don't sell. Save it.
your pies. Remember, fiat is for the banks. Pie is for us. Remember that.
It's for the people.
That's what I'm saying. So fiat is just for the banks. They love it when you're spending your fiat. It makes them feel great. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of banks. When I have money, I spend money. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I use it to buy assets. I use my money to buy assets. I'm advising you guys, use your fiat to buy assets.
That's it.
Remember that. Let's remember that. So
houses,
right
and
now,
gold.
yeah, my assets are my studio right now at the moment as I speak. So my fiat, once I got fiat currency from your super chats and your super stickers and your that, I went quickly, bought a fresh green screen. And my green screen is not just an ordinary green screen, it's a proper green screen. It stands by itself, I don't need to lean against any wall, nothing. So it's a proper green screen. And then if I finish my live, I can just fold it quickly into where it belongs. I see there's nothing. Do you know what I mean?
That's nice.
Yeah, very
That's
nice green screen. Very nice green screen. All because of the super chats and the super stickers and the memberships and all of that. That's what I use the money for. Trying to get new lights. So now I have green light, blue light, amber light. They're all here. They're all here. Do you know what I mean? Banks are but they're the biggest lawful scams there's ever been. I'm telling you, the biggest lawful scams are banks. Let me not say it out loud before I get blocked.
Video done.
Yeah. One of the words you don't use. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be careful, mate. You need to be careful what you talk about because
that's true.
Yeah, you need to be careful what you talk about. Anyway, that's why I try not to swear a lot because when you swear, trust me, we all swear in our private lives. But when it comes to YouTube, you swear too much. They're like, okay, we're not going to monetize it for you because you're swearing a lot. Yeah, I like this comment. Fractional reserve banking is the biggest scam around, obviously. Listen, when you do banking or you've done a bit of banking at whatever level, you'll understand. You'll understand that it's all numbers and pushing numbers and manipulating the figures and all of that. That's what it is. Trust me, that's what it is. Manipulating figures. That's what it is. Listen, this video has been great. I've loved it. I thought we could go further, but listen, I need to go. I've done so much today for all of you. I hope you liked it. Smash the like button on your way out. You didn't let us get to 120 likes, but hey, next time we would. Lately, I don't know. I may not be releasing videos. I'll be doing a lot of live shows, because I like the live shows more. So, but somebody gave me an idea, so I might be looking into it and do a video about it. I might be doing a video about how to get KYC'd in this time because the one I did before was more to do with KYC by invitation and all of that. So I might do another one, but not today because I haven't done thumbnails, I haven't done anything. So but it's an idea that somebody put across. So I thought, you know what, maybe I should do it. Listen, Gabriel, thank you for coming today. Really appreciate it, guys. Smash the like button on your way out, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care, guys.
Bye.